Good evening, everybody. This is PI 56. Just a reminder that I have changed my music platform to be a little bit more user-friendly, keeps it clean and safe for my channel. So what I will be doing is posting my narratives, and I will drop the link to the song, and it will also then be in my community post so you can give me some comments on it. So tonight we are going to do a song I haven't posted before, and I want to repost some of the ones I had up before that I had to take down. But this one is from Grateful Dead. In 1987, the Grateful Dead were already living legends. For over 2 decades, they had defied the traditional music industry, shunning radio hits to build a massive loyal customer culture community entirely on the road. They were a band defined by 6-hour improvisational jams, acoustics, folk suits, God, I can't even talk, and psychedelic exploration. Nobody, not the record labels, not the critics, or even the band members themselves, ever expected them to have a Main Street top 40 pop hit. But the music history has a funny way of shifting gears. This is the story of their song, Touch of Grey. It was one of their most popular songs ever. The unlikely anthem that transformed an underground phenomenon into a global pop sensation and changed the Deadhead community forever. To understand how this song happened, you have to look at where the band was in the mid-1980s. The Grateful Dead at this time was a powerful, complex machine, led by the soulful, silver-haired guitarist Jerry Garcia and his rhythm counterpart Bob Weir. The band featured the thunderous bass of Phil Lesh, the dual-engine rhythmic drive of drummers Bill, and I do not ever say this name right, Kreutzmann, pronounced Kreutzmann, I think, and Mickey Hart, and the vibrant bluesy textures of keyboardist Brent Midland. But behind the scenes, things were fragile. Years of relentless touring and personal health struggles were taking a very heavy toll on the band. Garcia, in particular, was battling severe health issues that culminated in a life-threatening diabetic coma in 1986. The band was at a critical crossroad. They needed a spark, a shared breath of resilience. They found it in a track they had actually been keeping warm in their back pocket for many years. The song. The origins of Touch of Grey stretch back to the 1980s. The music was composed by Jerry Garcia, who crafted a bright, driving, upbeat tempo that felt instantly uplifting. But the soul of the song belongs to Robert Hunter, the Dead's legendary non-performing lyricist. Hunter penned the words during a deep personal funk in a hotel room. He wanted to write about survival, not a toxic, overly optimistic kind of survival, but a realistic, weathered endurance. The lyrics acknowledge that life can be gray, it can be tattered, and it can be very bruised. The rent is past due, the shoes are squeaking, and the world is kind of a mess right now. But the central mantra, I will get by, I will survive, wasn't just a catchy pop hook. It became a profound statement of perseverance for a band and a fan base that had survived the chaotic shifts of American culture from the 1960s right through to the 1980s. While the world discovered the song in 1987, true Deadheads had known it for 5 years. The Grateful Dead familiar song road-tested their songs many, many times before it ever got recorded. Touch of Grey made its live world debut on September 15, 1982, during an encore at the Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. The next several years, it was a celebratory staple of their live shows. It wasn't until 1987, after Garcia's recovery, that the band stepped into the studio to capture it for the 12th studio album, In the Dark. To keep their signature live energy intact, the band actually recorded the album in an empty, darkened theater with the stage lights on. This strategy worked brilliantly. Fueled by bright synthesizer hook and an iconic MTV music video featuring life-size skeleton puppets playing the band's instruments, Touch of Grey skyrocketed to number 9 on the Billboard charts. The song's massive success was a double-edged sword. It brought unprecedented commercial wealth and a massive wave of new, younger fans to the shows, whom older fans jokingly labeled touchheads. Some purists worried the underground magic was gone, but the song ultimately solidified the Grateful Dead's status as a permanent culture icon. Touch of Grey proved that you don't have to stay young forever to remain relevant. It showed that aging, gathering a few gray hairs, and taking some heavy hits from life is just part of the journey. Decades later, its message still rings crystal clear. No matter how dark or gray the world gets, no matter how dark or gray the people around you seem, as long as we have community and music, we will get by and we will always survive. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoy this. And please go to my community posts and let me know what you think about it. Thank you. Have a good night. And as always, stay safe. And for now, PI 56 is out.